What is avatar coaching and why do I need it? Hey, my name's Sarah Pitts. I'm founder of Kick-Assery.com and the head avatar coach at copyandcontent.ai. Now, this question came in the other day, and I know there's many more of you who've probably been thinking it too. So I'm going to do my best to answer it right now for you. So, what is the avatar coaching process? Well, each coach will have a slightly different approach, so I'm not going to speak for them, but this is how I do it. So, firstly, I talk, then, well, we talk. Then, secondly, we define and refine your avatar profile. And then, thirdly, we try to understand what drives them. So, these are three steps in a little bit more detail. So, step one is talking. Now, this takes about the first 30 minutes, and there's three reasons why I like to spend time at the beginning just chatting. So, firstly, it allows you to empty your mind of all the noise. And by that, I mean all the stuff that you don't quite know how to say or you can't quite put your finger on. Secondly, it helps us to clarify what your assumptions are, because these are a huge barrier to effective communication with your ideal customer. And thirdly, it helps you to get out of what you're offering and into who you're trying to communicate with. So this stage is mostly you doing the talking, me making notes and asking questions. Now, some people worry that as a coach, I won't understand enough about their industry to be able to help, but I've never found that to be a problem. In fact, it can be more helpful because it means that I can see things from an outsider's point of view, which is often where your customers are too. So, step two is define and refine your avatar profile. Now, this usually takes about an hour, and this is the stage where we start to try and put the sentiment into the sentences. So, we identify what your ideal customers want, why they don't have it yet, why it's frustrating for them, what questions they're asking themselves, what and who usually is getting in their way, and when it comes down to it, what they ultimately want to happen in the end. Now, this stage is a collaborative effort where we work together to get the perfect description of each of these things for you. So, step three is understanding your avatar. Now, when you're completely happy with your avatar profile, we can use the rest of the 2 hour session to dive into firstly, their basic communication needs and any difference that might happen between how you communicate and how they communicate. And this is important because if all that's happening while you're talking is that they have a million questions going around in their head, they won't be listening and they won't get the information they need from you, so they'll leave. But when you can alter your communication style so you give them more of what they need to be able to make a decision, you get more leads, make more sales, and develop stronger relationships with your customers. And then, secondly, we try to understand their motivations for taking action. And this is hugely powerful because if you keep rambling on about how much money they'll make, but they're not motivated by money, then your message will fall on deaf ears. But when you can tailor your message to whatever it is that lights them up, then you're much more likely to succeed. So ultimately, by the end of the session, you'll be able to say, my ideal customer is a blank who wants blank and blank, but is struggling to blank, right? So, for example, my ideal customer as Kick-Ass PT is an introverted personal trainer who wants to feel truly recognized for their expertise and like they're making a significant difference in their clients' lives, but they can't stop doubting or second guessing themselves. Now, I know that the reason they don't have this is because they don't understand what makes them unique in the fitness world or how to communicate with the people they care about helping. But they might not know that yet. So once I've clearly defined my ideal customer, everything I talk about in my business comes back to helping them get what they want. In my case, it's helping them to feel more recognized for their expertise and like they're making a difference. How I help them do that depends on my expertise and individual strengths. And then it's my job to demonstrate how my unique approach helps them achieve whatever it is that they want. And if it's faster and easier than everyone else, great. And I do that through sales copy and content marketing. But I can't do that without first having a very clear idea of who my ideal customer is, what they want, and what drives them to action. So if you're struggling to put your finger on who it is that you're trying to help, maybe you think you're on the right lines, but you're not quite sure, or you're struggling to tap into the emotion of how your ideal customer feels about the situation that they're in, then avatar coaching will help you. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're totally new or you've been sending yourself around in circles for years. By the end of the 2 hour session, you will have a fully formed picture of who your ideal customer is, what drives them, so you can stop stressing about it and just move on with your life. And the booking process is really simple too. You just follow the link, fill out the form, and choose the appointment that's most convenient to you. You don't need to do any pre work or come with any idea of who you're trying to help. We'll just figure it out together. So there you go. That's the avatar coaching process, and that's what it looks like. I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to meeting you in a coaching session soon.